Mississippi, did you respond to protest?
See, when we went to Mississippi, we knew we were going to get arrested. See, in other words, the idea was that when we got to the bus terminal, all the white freedom riders went into the black waiting room. You see, in Mississippi, that was against the law. If a white person went into the black waiting room, or went into a black bathroom, or drank from the black water fountain, or if a black person went into a white waiting room, that was little you could be arrested for that. So we knew we were going to do that and get arrested. And then we knew we'd be in jail. We knew we'd be in jail for 40 days, as Eric Etheridge said. So that was the deal. What was significant about the Freedom Rides not just was that it was the first time in America that young people from throughout America came together to challenge racism and segregation. So it was the first time that it was a national thing. So we came from New York, from Los Angeles, from Jackson, Mississippi, from Pittsburgh, everything. Men and women, white and black. And it was the first time that happened. And we all knew we were going to go to jail, and we served 40 days because when we were arrested for breach of peace, they gave us a fine and a sentence, all right? We didn't want to pay the fine. So the fine, you had to serve for 40 days. We then appealed the sentence, and eventually, we had an appeal, and eventually, years later, the Attorney General, Robert Kennedy, overturned our conviction. So we were originally convicted, but then we were found not guilty. But we were also fined $700. So that we decided we didn't want to pay Mississippi $700. We went to jail for 40 days. The 40 days was instead of paying the fine. We were hoping to fill up the jails. We didn't, simply. Only 300 some odd.
I wanted to share why the reason was that we created this poster. We created it to have to show a backdrop of what happened for our monologues, and we thought about a way how we could best represent the freedom riders, and we all decided to create a plus of an image with ourselves holding up the postal signs with the sayings from that time.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
I have a question. Did it look anything like this? Like people hanging off the windows with signs.
But there was no way to. I guess you can't capture speech on the paper. So no, there was nobody was hanging out.
It was not a fun. It was not. No one was having fun. I want to show you all a picture of LeVon when he was a young man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeVon.
All right.
Can you pass it around?
That jail picture?
Yeah, the picture.
No, we have to see the picture of Blue after that.
So I know that I did the freedom riders and stuff, and I was wondering things out there, we do the Great Golden, remember that you really killed or something like that?
No. See, when you're young, first of all, you don't think you're going to get killed, so and so even though it was there was some real dangers. Personally, I really wasn't that worried. LeVon incidentally, see, I lived in New York. LeVon lived in Jackson, Mississippi. So LeVon will talk about his experience. But see, for him it was much more dangerous because he goes back home. He's facing Ku Klux Klan and all the bad people. I was in jail for 40 days, but then I came back to New York. So I never regretted what we did at all, and being young, you're not as afraid as you probably should be. But that's what's good about being young. Because you do what's right, you don't worry about all the other stuff.